Welcome to this episode of the story. Have you subscribed yet? Chapter 143, Enhancing Time-Reversing Spiritual Energy and Approaching Crisis. Su Mu clutched the ancient manual that recorded the methods to wield the eye of time and space. His heart filled with both anticipation and pressure. He knew that stopping the spirit balancers and the black-robed men's conspiracy largely depended on his ability to comprehend the manual's secrets and master the power of the eye of time and space. After thanking the old man, Su Mu couldn't wait to open the manual. The text on it was ancient and obscure, exuding the aura of time. Su Mu focused, trying to decipher the profound meaning behind the words. As he read deeper, strange images gradually emerged in his mind. They depicted the various magical abilities and techniques of the eye of time and space. Su Mu was immersed in the manual's world, completely forgetting the passage of time. Following its guidance, he circulated his time-reversing and spatial spiritual energy, attempting to forge a deeper connection with the eye of time and space. Initially, progress was slow. The artifact seemed to repel his energy. But Su Mu persisted, constantly adjusting his energy flow and trying different methods. After countless attempts, Su Mu finally found a way to make the eye of time and space resonate with his own spiritual energy. As the resonance formed, the artifact's light brightened, and another surge of powerful, pure spiritual energy poured into Su Mu's body. This energy was more turbulent than before, rushing through his meridians and continuously strengthening his time-reversing and spatial spiritual energy. Su Mu felt as if his body had become a massive energy vessel, greedily absorbing the power emanating from the eye of time and space. His cultivation realm began to break through, advancing from the seed condensation stage of the spirit-gathering realm to a higher level. During the breakthrough, his body endured immense pressure, as if countless blades were slicing through his meridians. But he clenched his teeth, enduring the jutont, and continued guiding the fusion of energies. Finally, Su Mu successfully broke through his bottleneck, stepping into a new realm, the initial stage of the spirit fusion realm. Now, he commanded time-reversing and spatial spiritual energy with greater ease, and the power of the eye of time and space had truly integrated into his body. Su Mu could clearly feel his connection to time and space growing stronger, as if he could manipulate the surrounding time and space at will. Su Mu slowly opened his eyes, their glow filled with excitement and confidence. Clutching the eye of time and space and feeling its immense power, he was filled with the resolve to defeat the spirit balancers and the black-robed men. However, Su Mu was unaware that the powerful spiritual energy fluctuations from his realm, breakthrough in the ruins' core space, had attracted the attention of the spirit balancers and the black-robed men outside. In a hidden valley outside Lingxi town, the spirit balancer leader and the black-robed men were plotting their next attack on Su Mu and Lingxi town. Suddenly, they sensed an abnormally powerful surge of spiritual energy emanating from the ruins. This energy is so strong. Could Su Mu have stumbled upon another opportunity? The black-robed man said, his face darkening. A fierce glint flashed in the spirit balancer leader's eyes. No matter what he's gained, we can't let him grow stronger. Otherwise, our plans will be hindered. The black-robed man nodded in agreement. Exactly. We must act quickly. Eliminate him before he fully masters this power and seize the eye of time and space. Thus, the spirit balancers and the black-robed men swiftly gathered their subordinates and rushed toward the ruins. They knew this mission was critical. Failing to seize the eye of time and space would mean the complete collapse of their conspiracy. Back in the ruins' core space, Su Mu was asking the old man for more secrets about the eye of time and space. The old man looked at Su Mu with satisfaction. "Young man, it's remarkable that you've grasped the manual's secrets and fused the eye of time and space's power in such a short time. But know this, the spirit balancers and the black-robed men have surely detected these energy fluctuations. They'll be here soon. You must prepare for their challenge." Su Mu nodded solemnly. "Senior, I understand. After this breakthrough, I have more confidence. I'll protect the eye of time and space and stop their emo." The old man nodded slightly. "Before you leave, I'll teach you a special technique. It's called time-space reversal annihilation. The the strongest move combining the Eye of Time and Space's power. If executed successfully, it can reverse time and space, delivering a fatal blow to your enemies. But it consumes enormous energy. Use it wisely. With that, the old man imparted the method to cultivate time-space reversal annihilation. Su Mu memorized every detail, then began practicing the move. During practice, Su Mu deeply felt the move's power and difficulty. It required perfect fusion of his time-reversing energy, spatial energy, and the Eye of Time and Space's power, released in an extremely complex manner. A single mistake could cause energy backfire, severely harming himself, but Su Mu didn't toisua. He kept trying, adjusting the energy fusion repeatedly. After numerous failures, he finally managed to execute a rudimentary version of time-space reversal annihilation. A massive, colorful vortex appeared before him, where the powers of time and space intertwined, exuding a formidable aura. Su Mu nodded in satisfaction. Even this rudimentary form held great power, he knew. Mastering it in battle would deal a heavy blow to the spirit balancers and the black-robed men. Just as Su Mu prepared to continue practicing and perfect the move, violent energy fluctuations erupted outside the space. Su Mu and the old man's expressions changed. They knew the spirit balancers and the black-robed men had arrived. "Young man, ready for battle. It will be tough, but I believe you can defeat them," the old man said. Su Mu took a deep breath, gripped the Eye of Time and Space, and circulated his full spiritual energy, bracing for the impending challenge. A thrilling battle was about to begin. Could Su Mu, with his newfound power and techniques, defeat the enemies and protect the Eye of Time and Space? All remained uncertain, stirring anxiety for his fate. The spirit balancers and the black-robed men led their subordinates into the ruins, rushing toward the core space, the source of the energy fluctuations. Their eyes burned with greed and shy, determined to seize the Eye of Time and Space from Su Mu. Soon, they reached the entrance to the core space. The spirit balancer leader glared at the closed portal, sneering, "Su Mu, today is your end. Surrender the Eye of Time and Space, and I might grant you a quick death." Su Mu didn't respond. He knew words were useless with them. Clutching the Eye of Time and Space, he channeled his energy to its peak, waiting for their intrusion. The black-robed man, seeing no reply, flashed a fierce look and said to the leader, "No need for words. Break down the door and take the artifact." The leader nodded, waving his hand. The spirit balancers spread out, channeling their energy to attack the portal. Instantly, various energy lights shone, their powerful fluctuations battering the door. Feeling the intense assault outside, Su Mu knew he couldn't wait passively. He looked at the old man. "Senior, I'll go out to fight. Please stay safe." The old man nodded. "Go, young man. I'll lend you some aid from within." Su Mu took a deep breath, darted to the portal, and cast super-enhanced time-reverse spatial shield, encasing himself in protection. Meanwhile, he gripped the Eye of Time and Space, ready to strike. With a thunderous boom, the portal shattered under the spirit balancer's attack. The enemies surged in like a tide. The spirit balancer leader's eyes lit up with greed at the sight of Su Mu, shouting, "Su Mu, you can't escape! Surrender the Eye of Time and Space, and I'll spare your life." Su Mu sneered, "Want the Eye of Time and Space? Then prove you're worthy." With that, he struck first, unleashing time-reverse spatial shuttle slash. His figure vanished, reappearing before a spirit balancer. A colorful energy sword, brimming with power, slashed downward. Caught off guard, the spirit balancer was hit, flying backward and crashing to the ground. The black-robed man reacted, darting towards Su Mu like a ghost, his energy sword stabbing at Su Mu's throat. Su Mu swiftly cast time-reverse spatial distortion, warping the space around the black-robed man. The man's movements were suddenly restricted, his attack slowing. Su Mu seized the chance, unleashing time-reverse spatial shatter fist, a vibrant fist aura, infused with time-reversing and spatial energy, hurtled toward the black-robed man. The black-robed man barely dodged in the warped space. The fist aura grazed him, striking a spirit balancer behind. The balancer's body exploded, dissolving into energy sparks. Enraged by his subordinate's injury, the Spirit Balancer leader waved his energy staff and chanted. A massive energy beam appeared in the sky, shooting towards Sumu. It radiated destruction, tearing black rifts in the space it passed through. Sumu didn't dare underestimate it. Focusing, he unleashed the rudimentary time-space reversal annihilation. A huge, colorful vortex formed before him, where time and space intertwined, exuding immense weightially. The vortex collided with the energy beam, erupting in a deafening roar. The powerful shockwave made the entire space tremble, with walls cracking and stones falling. When the light faded, both Sumu and the Spirit Balancers were affected. Sumu, having expended much energy on the rudimentary move, looked pale. The Balancers were also thrown into disarray by the blast, many injured. The black-robed man seized the opportunity to attack again. Swinging his energy sword, he sent a black beam streaking towards Sumu. It was extremely fast, reaching Sumu in an instant. Sumu quickly cast Time-Reverse Spatial Shield, its light flaring to block the beam. But the black-robed man wasn't done. He darted forward, stabbing at Sumu in a flurry of strikes. Sumu defended with all his might, each collision numbing his arms. As he clashed with the black-robed man, the Spirit Balancers, under their leader's command, regrouped and formed another energy formation, more complex and powerful than before. Not good, they're preparing another strong attack, Sumu thought. He knew being hit by this formation would gravely injure him. So he struck first, unleashing Time-Reverse Spatial Vortex Storm. Spinning his time-reversing and spatial energy into a massive storm that swept toward the Balancers. The Balancers hurried to strengthen the formation's defense. But the storm's power was too great, causing the formation to shake violently, its light flickering. In the stalemate, Sumu noticed that when the Balancers launched their combined attack, their energy converged at their leader's position. Disrupting this convergence would break their rhythm. Now, Sumu acted, using Time-Reverse Spatial Shuttle to appear instantly before the leader. The leader, shocked, waved his staff to block, but Sumu was faster. He unleashed Time-Reverse Spatial Shatterfinger, channeling all his energy into his Jidzian and jabbing at the leader's chest. With a chi, the time-reversing and spatial energy formed a sharp finger beam, piercing the leader's shield and stabbing into his chest. The leader screamed, flying backward. The Balancers' formation collapsed instantly, their attack halting. "Leader!" The black-robed man, alarmed, abandoned his attack on Sumu and rushed to the leader's side to check his wounds. Sumu took the chance to catch his breath and recover some energy. He knew the black-robed man and Balancers wouldn't give up. This was only a temporary victory. So he readied himself for the next round. The black-robed man helped the leader up, his eyes filled with anger and reluctance. Glaring at Sumu, he snarled, "Sumu, don't celebrate yet, this isn't over. We'll take the Eye of Time and Space and make you pay." With that, he led the Balancers in a hasty retreat from the core space. Sumu watched them leave, not lowering his guard. He knew they'd return, and their next attack would be fiercer. Returning to the old man, Sumu recounted the battle in detail. The old man nodded, "Well done, young man. But the Spirit Balancers and the black-robed men won't quit. You must improve quickly, perfect time-space reversal annihilation, to face the coming crisis." Sumu nodded solemnly. "Senior, I understand. This battle showed me my flaws. I'll train harder, grow stronger, and protect the Eye of Time and Space." Under the old man's guidance, Sumu continued practicing time-space reversal annihilation, adjusting energy fusion, and trying new techniques. After days of arduous training, he finally perfected the move, mastering it with power several times greater than before. Feeling the surging power within, Sumu was confident. It was time to leave the core space, return to Lingxi Town, and stand with his grandfather and Lin Yuan against the threat. After bidding the old man farewell, Sumu used the altar to open an exit from the ruins. Stepping outside, he basked in the sunlight, breathing in the world's air, yet he knew greater dangers awaited. Back in Lingxi Town, Sumu told his grandfather and Lin Yuan about his experiences in the ruins and the battle with the enemies. Both grew serious. "Xiaomu, your journey was perilous, but perfecting time-space reversal annihilation has greatly increased your strength. Now we must plan to counter their next attack, his grandfather said. Lin Yuan agreed. Indeed, they won't give up. We must strengthen Lingxi town's defenses and rally cultivators from neighboring towns to join us. Su Mu felt grateful listening to them. He wasn't fighting alone. With their support, he was more confident in victory. Just then, a guard rushed in. Su Mu, urgent! A massive surge of spiritual energy has appeared outside Lingxi town. A powerful force is approaching. Su Mu, his grandfather, and Lin Yuan's expressions changed. The spirit balancers and the black-robed men were likely returning with greater strength. A fiercer battle was imminent in Lingxi town. Could Su Mu and the townsfolk repel them? How would they uncover the conspiracy and safeguard Lingxi town and the entire spirit fantasy realm's peace? All remained uncertain, stirring anxiety for their fate. The story continues, with more excitement ahead. Subscribe soon.